Okay, so there's construction going on pretty much right above me at this point. So you're probably gonna hear that. I've tried to do what I can, but they're like directly above me at this point in time, so it kind of sucks. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a few things. One being Rocket's new healing. He now does burst healing when the orbs go through them. It has to go through them to give the effect. It's incredibly strong. The burst healing it's very, very strong, and it actually becomes really hard to kill people while this happens. For example, if you're Black Panther and you need to do a bunch of combos, but Rocket is burst healing them, it's gonna shut down your combo very strongly.
This is a nice
Secondly,
those guys are about to shoot at
his
us.
ultimate now heals, so it's not like healing, it gives you shields, so I mean it is healing,
This
but
is real
it's not health and
firepower.
shields. As long as this goes on, it's going to give you shields no matter how much damage you take. Constantly adding shields, and then once it's over, they fade pretty quickly. However, it is now a healing ult compared to just being a damage boost ult. And I know I made the video where I was talking about how Rocket is a throw pick and his ult is not as good as the other healer ults. Thing is, they take away the creativity of the character and the character's ult when they do this, and it's not a good message to send to the players either. So, for example, when before this change, this rework, he would give a big damage boost and he could combo it with other ults. For example, Venom. Venom could do a lot more with his ult, because he would do about like half of your health, but with the damage boost he would do like maybe full, right? And he would get like a 6k, 4k, and be great. A really nice creative combo that's worth it and, you know, is rewarding. However, it now does less damage boost and more 50% healing and 50% damage boost. Not, you know, not 50+%, but you know, it kind of makes it more even and down the middle where you get some healing and some damage boost. So you can't really combo it with any other ult. I mean, you can, but it's probably not going to do as much as it would have before.
More bad guys.
So a lot of people have been using it as a healer ult, rightfully so, because they save the game. Now, the problem with that is, as I said before, there's no real creativity anymore. It's nice that you can't just stand still, because you need to like put the orbs like directly through them to get that burst healing, that really good healing. Because if you just put it to the side, then it's automatically just gonna do like regular healing and not as fast. So I guess they solved that to make it a bit more like movement. Like, you have to like actually look at the screen, because a lot of times you'd see Rocket players just standing still, and he would just do this and have the orbs bounce everywhere. Not that it really matters. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really care if a Rocket was standing still and healing.
Just what we need.
Like, you know, I don't think that was the problem. I think what the problem was is his ult just couldn't compare to the other ults who healed constantly and, you know, saved a bunch of team fights.
You're welcome.
No, I know that was my main point in my video when I was, you know, complaining about Rocket. One, I was tilted, by the way. I don't want to like, I don't hate Rocket, you know. I don't think he's a bad character. I think the problem is that there are so many other characters that out heal him, and their ultimates change the game. But it's not like I'm saying that's Rocket's fault.
More
I'm
bad
saying
guys.
that
Just what we need.
because this game, NetEase has chosen to make pretty much every healer ult the same. Before this update, Rocket just couldn't keep up. Obviously, they changed that with this update. He now can keep up. But I've seen a few people make this argument where it's just
firepower.
very kind of boring.
You're ready for action.
And I agree. I agree with them. I think this is bad. I don't think this is like a good change. I think this is probably not really a good idea. I think what they should have done instead is one, add another healer, or two, rework the other support ults to be more creative and more engaging instead of making everyone the same. Because if you look at the roster, Rocket's now the same, Mantis is the same, Loki just copies, which is basically the same, Luna same, Cloach same, Invis same, Jeff is the same too, because even though a lot of people use it to eat people off the map, if you eat your teammates, it heals you, so it's the same, because you can just use it to heal everyone if they're low. Adam, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 out of 8 healers. 8 healers. There's Adam, which just revives you. So he's the only one that's different. He's the only one that really has any like creative or nuance to his ult now.
Even when it clashes with
because
my
everyone
ensemble.
else is just, you know, ult and then save the game.
Look who's here.
So, not the greatest change. Not the smartest change. I would have just reworked the other ults to be different. And then you would add more creativity to the game. But instead, NetEase, they kind of just took the creativity out of it. Which isn't good. I don't think that's a smart move. I think that's a very, very bad move, actually. And it doesn't really shine a promising future. You know, it doesn't really give me a lot of confidence in this game because there's already so many bad things with it that I can't say I'm very confident in moving forward with their changes, because if their solution to things like this is just to make everything the same, I mean, it's not good. No one really likes that. The second thing I want to talk about is Emma Frost, obviously the new character. Is she good? I'd say 50-50. One thing I've noticed when I've playing in competitive with her is when I'm against her, if she's in this form, then she's very vulnerable because she has no mobility, no shields. Like if you're in this form, you cannot use your shield. You can actually put it out and then use it, which is probably what you want to do. So, yeah, it's actually pretty smart right there.
Your mind is mine.
It's got good range on it. But it's also easy to escape, which is another thing. But anyway, as I was saying here, it's very, very, very situational where you want to use it if you're right next to someone, because it's incredibly easy to just walk backwards. That's all you have to do, is walk backwards if she's in this form. Because characters in this game have such high mobility that, let's say you're like a magic that is coming in and you're diving, and Emma Frost peels for her healers, goes into diamond form to grab you. Literally, boom, you're safe. She's not gonna reach you. She's done. You're done. You're safe. You're completely safe. Emma Frost in her diamond form can do literally nothing to you if she's right there. So you want to be careful, especially because you can't cancel it, as far as I know, right? You can't.
When mutants are
maybe
in
you
danger,
can.
the White Queen answers. Usually.
Hold on.
Look who's here. Impervious!
Okay, you can. Okay, cool. You can cancel it, which is, it's what you want to do, because then you can do this. Although this also does not have the greatest range either, a primary fire. It has a range of about 15 meters. And anything below that, it's not going to hit. Will not hit, no matter what you do. If you're below 15 meters, it will not hit anything. So it's not the greatest range. A lot of times I've actually, like, in game, you know, in a real combat scenario, I'll see a lot of Emma Frost walk up to you. They're trying to hit you, like they're trying to, right? Like, but they can't.
Look who's here.
It's like a problem for them because the range is that small in like a real-time scenario. Like and there's no lock-on. It's not Wanda. There's no lock-on for this. The shield, it's okay. It's small. The problem is it's small, and the way it's shaped. I actually thought this when I first saw the shape of the shield. The shape of this shield is bad, and I know it's a diamond, right? But like, or whatever this is supposed to be, it looks cool. However, the shape is very bad because it gives you extremely easy angles to be attacked by. Like, let's say Luna here is the enemy. Depending on where you put it and how you put it, it's easily countered. So if you're like doing this and say you're Luna, what you're gonna do is just step to the right, and like, there's no point. The shield becomes useless once you take 2 steps, and boom, you shoot him. So I don't really know what real like scenario this like has like you should use this in, because it kind of sucks. It has 500 HP, which isn't bad at all, but it kind of sucks. It's nice that you can put it anywhere, super far out, and you can recall it. It's a low cooldown. It does have some use. Like, obviously having a shield is better than no shield, right? Like, if you're in this scenario, you can get some extra hits off on them.
You deserve
that's
that,
great,
dear.
But a smart player isn't going to have any problem with this, if I'm being real. And her little, like, spear thing or whatever you want to call it, it's good. But there's also another problem with it, is that if you're probably going to not do it from too close up, right? Because from close, you're going to do this. Right? If you're close, that's what you're going to do. But if you're far, you can't reach them, or you don't have like high charge, you want to use this, right? Problem is, you hit it, and it brings it to you. This little blue ring is what they have to step out of in order for this to disappear, and you can't do anything with it. It's not far, especially if you're doing it from max range, right? So if you do it from max range,
your mind is mine.
She literally has to jump, and she's gone. And
Look who's here.
It's safe.
Your mind is mine.
So the closer you are, the bigger the circle that they have to leave, right? Like, now she's not really gonna escape that. However, now you're right next to her, so it's a big risk. It does a lot of damage, especially when it breaks, which is good. But I haven't really, like, I mean, it does really nice, especially like I've seen a lot of Emma Frost get kills with it, especially on me, so I know it works. However, at the same time, I've also literally just walked out of the ring many times. It's not that big of a threat. Like, I'll just notice I got hit by it, and then I'll just back away and never mind.
this.
Oh yeah, her ultimate her ult's good, but like it does a good amount of damage, and the mind control goes up really fast,
Double KO.
and it
Did you
lasts a
even
decent
train
amount
for this?
of time. But you literally have you have to line of sight it to get rid of it, and that's pretty easy in this game because there's so many corners on so many different maps and all that. Secondly, you kind of have to combo this with something else, because even though it does do a lot of
You
damage,
expected less?
and it has such a high range, yeah, a lot of the times a healer or something is gonna escape it, and they're gonna heal your team or use an ultimate to save them. So it's a really good idea to combo this. It's one of those
Did
ultimates
you even
that
train for
definitely
this?
need a combo. Because it's a good ult, it is.
Some uninvited
Because you
guests.
can't use any abilities when you're in it. But it's just not like great on its own. But it is great when comboed, which I don't really have a problem with. I think it's fun to combo ults. A lot of people like, I've seen a lot of people save ults recently. Like I was playing with this one
Crush.
Mad that just, oh, it was Emma actually, and it just
you
wouldn't
even
ult.
train for
Yeah, I
this?
was like, dude, just ult. You're gonna get it back. It's fine. I gotta take a drink. So that's Emma. I think the new skins are pretty cool too. I mean, like, I don't know why Luna Snows doesn't have like an MVP animation or an emote,
Another hit for Luna Snow.
but I think it's cool. When compared to like Spider-Man though, he's gotten so many skins. So many. And it's really cool too. Like this is a cool skin. But it's just like his like 50th. There's so many. But they're cool too. I think this is a better battle pass than like the last one was kind of weird, kind of iffy. But this one's a lot more
With the amazing Spider-Man!
creative, I'd say.
Once
And
I get you
just
stuck,
like the theme
game
more.
over.
You know, speaking of Spider-Man, I've been playing a little bit more of him because of this skin, because it looks really cool. I do like how it works. But how do you one-shot? There's no one... Oh my god, the construction crew is going crazy. But, because obviously what you want to do is, like, hit that. I mean, yes. But they're left with, like a bar of HP. What's, like, do you want to shoot him with the web 2 times?
Double KO.
You have to do something 2 times. 1, 2.
That's 3.
I mean, I guess you can just kind of like avoid them and then get out. Like that's viable, I guess. But like,
Watch out, they're headed our
then
way.
you also kind of just speed heal lights if you do that. So I think what you want to do is like that.
Crack the whip.
Hold on. So let's say in like a scenario, you're like swinging around. And you hit it. You want to hit like 2. No. Wait, why does he have so much HP? Am I tripping? What the heck? What's happening? So, around here, and then... Yeah, okay. I think I'm going insane. I don't understand it. He's already 1 HP. I don't remember how.
That's 3.
So for that, yeah, this guy works. You know, swinging around. And then
Watch
you go
out, they're headed our
here.
way.
If you hit him twice, yeah, you need to hit him like 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and go to him. First, dead.
Double KO.
Maybe that's why you want to look for low HP enemies, but that's kind of wow. Construction crew is going crazy again. Maybe that's why you want to look for low HP enemies, because then you can one-shot combo them. But this is also really hard to hit too. I think you have to like time it way more than I thought,
Double KO.
because I thought you would like do this,
That's 3.
but I always miss that.
Wow.
This is
4
kind
in
of
a
off
row.
topic. But yeah, because I've been playing him and I want to figure him out because he does seem fun once
sure
you
those
really
are
get to
bad
know
guys.
him, and like it's cool to swing around. Even though I hate Spider-Man, like facing one, playing him is kind of fun. I get it. But I think that
Double KO.
his combo is definitely a little difficult. That's probably got to be the highest skill, is hitting those webs.
That's 3.
And then,
Wow.
because
4 in a
the
row.
combo when you just swing in like this is not hard. This is very, very easy. But hitting them is another thing.
Double KO.
Like hitting the webs to go to them. And then after is the
That's
problem,
3.
right? After it is the problem for me. Because you
Watch
definitely,
out, they're
like,
headed our
if
way.
you're gonna go after like a healer, you're probably gonna be full HP, right? So the question is, you go in, and I guess you just, it's a little hard to hit him in the air. You're going here. Hold on. I guess you have to hit him and like you just have to track him. Like that might be the solution, to literally just track him in the air, even though it can be kind of difficult. Maybe trying to hit more web quests is another answer.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Spider Domain is not for the weak.
This construction
Double
crew is
KO.
Watch out,
right
they're headed
above
our
me.
way.
That's 3.
I'm getting better at it though. Like I'm getting better at hitting the webs. Does it projectile? I've always been pretty decent with
Double
projectiles.
KO. That's 3. Wow. 4 in a row.
Anyway, not that they've calmed down for a second. Sheesh. Another thing I want to talk about was matchmaking. I've seen a lot of people actually uninstall recently because the matchmaking. I've already talked about it before and how it was terrible. I don't know, it's pretty funny to see people, like everyone realize it, and how engagement-based
Watch out, they're
matchmaking
headed our
is just
way.
literally so boring and so rigged.
Double
It's
KO.
not fun. I cannot be up to save my life. But yeah, so it's kind of gotten worse after season 2 dropped. Probably because their rank resets and everyone being kind of like, they're rising, but they're also falling because once they reach a certain place, then they reach like people who are actually like really high. Even even though it says they're like in diamond, but diamond is actually like top 500. People just didn't get on yet. You know, like let's say like a bunch of silver players like hopped on before top 500 players. They rose because they were actually facing silver people, and they won. And they're like, oh yeah, we're diamond, woo! But then top 500 players who deranked to diamond because the reset finally get on, and now they're facing them and they get destroyed. So that's kind of what's happening now, I'm pretty sure.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
And it's not fun. No one's really having fun.
For the weak.
You know, no one's really out here having a blast.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Double kill!
Once I get you stuck, game over.
So.
The amazing Spider-Man!
That's 3!
Spider
Sorry,
Domain
I'm
is not for the
spacing out.
weak. Pretty sure those are bad guys.
So, yeah, it's not, wow, construction crew. Hold on.
The amazing Spider-Man!
Wow, 4 in a row!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Okay, it's a little better now.
Way to go!
Once I get you stuck,
it's so loud.
Game over.
It's so loud. Oh my god. I don't even think, I literally don't believe whoever's roof is being worked on even needs it. Like, I don't know what the hell is happening or why they are working on it. Like, nothing happened, right? Nothing changed. Like, no storm flew in and wrecked the roof. So, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, the matchmaking is in an odd spot right now. I think it will get better, even though it is obviously still engagement-based matchmaking. I think it will slightly get better as ranks kind of even out and people rise and fall as they need to. But obviously it's still engagement-based matchmaking. It's still that, like, icky matchmaking. Which isn't good. We don't want that, but can't really go for it.
Spider Sling! Crack the whip!
Anyway. Sorry, I'm spacing out at the end here. That's pretty much all I want to talk about. Oh, I guess I can... So they increased the points, the performance-based points. So if you win, you get a lot more. If you lose, but you do well, you lose less. I don't know. I feel like that's gonna cause people to be even more boosted. I think that's gonna cause people to rise in the ranks when they don't really deserve to because they're losing a lot less because they, let's say, did a lot of healing or they did a lot of kills one game. Or they got lucky one game and their team carried
Watch
them,
out,
but
they're headed our way. Don't mess with the amazing
I don't know
Spider-Man!
how it's really gonna work.
Once I get you stuck, game
I don't know if it's gonna be that good.
That's 3!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
So, we'll see. But, you know, I guess that's the thing where, like, it kind of, you have to tell with time. Like, you can't really say anything right now because it's still so new.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's about it. That's all I really want to talk about, is that Rocket is super good now. And Emma Frost is kind of decent, but easily countered
Pretty sure
by
those are bad
Game
guys.
Sense and
Yeah. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
matchmaking is still terrible, and my
Once I get
roof
you
is
stuck,
gonna get exploded.
game over.